Alright, I meant to make this one earlier, but kind of forgot about it. This is the Vasto Prime Incarnon. As per usual, I'll show you the perks, and then I'll show you the Incarnon does, and then spend another 20 minutes talking about random stuff. So yeah. Anyways, the Vasto Incarnon is pretty much the Pandero alt fire, but with really high stats. That's pretty much all it does. You can't ADS, just like with the Pandero when you use the alt fire. However, technically you can if you aim glide, and I'll show that off later. But for now, I'll just show off a super basic build. We'll do like a, I don't know, survival, cascade. We'll do some really super basic steel path tests. And then from there, I'll do different builds and other random crap. But yeah, this is one of those cases where even if you don't like the Incarnon form, like let's say you don't like the alt fire thing, the fact that the Incarnons buff the base stats of the normal version helps out a lot too. So it's actually usable without the Incarnon. Again, super basic build. If you're wondering why I show up a basic build, is just to show you this is the floor. This is like super basic. How can the weapon stand on its own without using any crazy buffs? That's why I'm not using any arcanes, no prime, no galvanized mods, and none of that crap. So we will see. So this is the normal fire here. Kind of missed some shots there, but it's like not the worst thing. And then switch to this. And as you can tell, it is like the Pandero. Now, I know it might not look as impressive as the other ones, but I can assure you when you start adding, galvanized mods and buffs and stuff, this thing becomes a boss deleter. So, like I said earlier, I'm holding the ADS button, and I cannot ADS with this thing. However, if you do this, you jump up in the air, you can actually technically ADS for like the first couple of bullets. And I can actually show that off with galvanized crosshairs. I think Zephyr works well with this too, because she just passively increases crit chance in the air, and I believe you can aim glide and ADS in the air as Zephyr. Again, I'm just gonna, don't worry about the build, just showing off that galvanized crosshairs does actually work in the alt fire. So yeah, just okay. So now you see how we're getting reds here. Okay, alt fire. No reds, right? No reds on the alt fire. So now we're gonna go back, stack up our galvanized crosshairs again. I don't know what that invisible buff time in the corner is. Oh, they on top of each other. All right. Yeah, hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't think I stacked up galvanized crosshairs. Kind of probably not should do that with a slash viral build here, because headshot kills, you need headshot kills, not status chain skills, but whatever. Alright, this should be good enough. You saw that, like, there was a flash of red there. It might be hard to see, but there is flashes of red. But yeah, you can actually use galvanized crosshairs. Now, if you're going to use galvanized crosshairs, just go for like a non-slash heat build like I'm using. Is probably the wrong build to use to show it off, but as you can see, it can definitely benefit from ADS perks. You just have to jump and do it. I'm gonna switch to Zephyr real quick. She should be right here somewhere. Perfect. Let's see. Just double checking. We'll just use this one. It's just Jetstream and Airburst rounds. I'm not gonna use Airburst round. Alright. So yeah, Zephyr's passive. If you just float in the air, you get more crit chance. So we'll just do that. Now if we do this. Yeah, a lot more reds there. Now if you activate her VTOL mode, you can actually kind of just do this. So, basically to activate this mode, you just hold down your 1, and yeah, I'm actually ADSing right now. Like, this is, interesting, yeah. There's actually a difference between when I ADS and I don't. Like, you see how the crosshairs changing? This is me zooming in. Yeah, so actually, if you want to really take advantage of the, galvanized crosshair ADS stuff in the air, just use Zephyr. Pretty good Warframe. Anyways, back to Naros. That's pretty much it. That's the build. If that's all you want to see. I'm going to go over a couple of things, and then, yeah, we'll just go from there. I guess I'll just show it off in a Gets Void Cascade. I'm gonna bring along the basic build here, just to show you that it's actually good on its own. Also, again, just look at the stats for the incarnon. 234% chance is crazy. Even in the base form, it has a 210% crit chance, which is just crazy. But yeah, again, Inaros doesn't have any damage boosters on. I have Firewalker. I don't have any damage boost. Not bringing a Panzer. None of that. Yeah, the reason why I keep doing this is just to show you that, hey, you know, like you can pretty much take any weapon and make it really good if you strip armor and buff your own damage and, you know, use viral heat slash stuff like that. So, anyways, what is the enemy type? Okay, it's the Grenadier. Perfect. Oh, I completely forgot to explain my Incarnon choices. We'll do that afterwards. I'll go back and explain it. Actually, we'll go back to the Cavalero dude and yeah.
Purge our exercisers and keep them purged so they can stop the cascade getting out of hand.
I'm on Vazarin this time, which probably should just be on Unairu for second wins, but again, I'm on Inaros, so hopefully I shouldn't die here.
Oh, that got their attention. Enemy forces moving to your locations.
Keep forgetting to kill the Thrax guys. I'm too used to Circuit where they kind of just die instantly. But anyways, as you can tell, pretty respectable. A kind of cool thing about the Vasto is that it actually has really high slash weighting. So you can actually reliably proc slash viral and heat if you, you know, balance your elementals properly. You can get a good mixture of both. As you can tell, this is really good. Again, I don't have any stacking mods here, no galvanized mods. I am going for headshots, kind of. But again, it's not really the hardest thing to ask. And then even if you don't go for headshots, just switch the Incarnon form. If you do get like one random headshot and boom, you can just, yeah. Another interesting thing too is, let me actually kill this guy real quick. Don't want to get kicked out of here. Another interesting, oh, Shadow Stalker, interesting. Actually, you know, I'm going to try to use the Death Tap trigger thing here against Stalker. He is kind of annoying because he has that invulnerability thing. This is the burst on Incarnon. I already made a video on it, so don't worry about it. I want him to not use that stupid... Yeah, there we go. Once he gets that rid of that thing, we can just go. Okay. Yeah, look at that. I know, like, Shadow Stalker isn't the best to test. Like, I know most people want to see Acolytes, but we'll go until we get Shadow Stalker. Or an Acolyte. There's another Thrax unit here. I'm just going to use the burst on here just to get rid of him. There we go. Get rid of these Thrax units real quick. But if you're wondering how I did so much damage, there is the Incarnon perk. When you switch over to this, you get like increased critical chance and multiplier for a couple seconds. So there's actually another build I have where it's just like literally a raw damage build that you just swap to. Basically like a boss leader, like in the case of Shadow Stalker, where you'd use Cascadia Flare on a... You'd use Cascadia Flare, but then you could build up Cascadia Flare on pretty much any other weapon. Again, as long as you get a heat proc from anything, it builds up Cascadia Flare. So you build up Cascadia Flare. Again, you don't have any galvanized mods. You have like pure elementals, and then you just swap to this thing and you just delete. And even with I'm using dual stats, you can saw it just chunked them really hard. So we're gonna try to... Okay. I know I'm kind of cheating by using the burst on here, but I'm kind of want to get this Acolyte to come in. Again, I don't know the timer. I know it's like around what, 3 to 6 minutes or 3 to 4 minutes, depending on this RNG. I kind of just want this Acolyte to show up here, so we can just get on with it. definitely put some more farm on this thing too, because the raw damage build I was talking about has a little bit of a lack of space. I guess we'll keep going until we can leave then, if the Acolyte's not going to show. But we'll do another Steel Path, like survival or something, and wait until the Acolyte shows up. This time I will actually try to kill him with the Vasto. And we'll put this up. But as you can see, the moment I swap to this thing, I start getting red crits, and that's not because I'm using like a galvanized scope or anything. Or maybe I am. Let me double check. Am I using the right build? I hope I'm not using the galvanized build. That would be kind of embarrassing. Yeah, that's on my person. Yeah, but if you want, oh yeah, I'm not using it. But what you can do is a simple, just like swap on, swap off. Like again, proc this, swap, swap, and just keep doing that. Yeah. Okay, perfect. We got an Acolyte here. Probably shouldn't group people up like this because I can't really hit headshots in here. There's that. Let me see. I'm gonna try not to kill the Acolyte here. Damn it. I'm trying to get rid of this stupid, yeah. Well.
Purge it before it makes the contamination worse. Contamination spreading. Any nearby attackers will degrade the Exolyzer's performance.
Alright, let's do this.
System working full steam.
That should be enough. And find out where the fuck this guy is. Oh no! I accidentally toggled it backwards twice. I'm in a... God damn it!
Working on backups.
Trying to get this fucking thing to work here. Alright, proc this. Where is he? That's a Thrax. I missed most of those shots, actually. Alright. Oh, he has... God damn, he has jet stream up. He's fuck... Oh my god, everything's going wrong. Everything is going wrong. I'm just trying to show off that I can delete an Acolyte. If I could just... I'm so tempted just to kill this Thrax unit instantly. Where is the... He's in there. You know what? Look, I'm executive decision. We're just gonna kill him, and then we'll come back and deal with it later. You'll see. It deletes bosses. He just needs to die. I don't want to fail this fucking mission. Hold on, hold on. We're putting a temporary hiatus on the Vasto Prime testing here. Hold on. Fucking Christ. Stupid fucking Thrax unit on top of the Acolyte. Just God. And then that stupid Kuba guy that keeps knocking me out of my Warframe. Just fantastic all around, honestly. Okay. We are just going to do this for a little bit so we don't fail the mission. But, at least with Shadowstalker, you saw that, yeah, it chunked him pretty hard. Now, I don't know if Shadowstalker is actually easier or harder to deal with than a normal Acolyte. I don't know. Again, I happen to get the Acolyte with... Okay, this guy's dying. I don't know where he is, but he's dying. I just happen to get the Acolyte that has Jetstream on, so he just blocked all the bullets. Like the one time I want Vance to show up when I have a Warframe that doesn't care about using abilities, you know? Hopefully after 4 we can leave. Okay, I don't even know where he is. Oh, there he is. He has like a little thing on his back. Oh, he's overguard too. Interesting. I wonder I didn't pull him in. I hate these things so much. Finally, okay, cool. Now we can do some proper testing. Again, normally I usually quit out, but I got Shadowstalker to show up, and then I was like, might as well just wait until the Acolyte shows up, you know? Rare opportunity and all that. cool. I didn't get anything cool. Oh, the hate. I believe next week is all the stalker weapons plus the Cyber and Zylok. I'm gonna go for the Zylok and I think the Dread, because again, I just like bows. Oh, sorry, I completely forgot the entire reason why I was even coming back to this to show off all the incarnon perk choices. Just this one's very organized, as with all my videos, obviously. Um, but yeah, there's a couple interesting choices here. Uh, in terms of incarnon perks, it depends on your playstyle though. There are definitely some playstyle ones. Now, if you're running circuit, there's definitely ones you don't want to pick. So if we go over to here, I will do the Bronco one. I forgot to make the Bronco video, but anyways. So for the first one, this one is the death tap trigger. So when you swap, you get increased critical chance and then multiplier. This is why you see reds and oranges. Lone gun is if you want to use this gun literally just with a melee, just by itself. The damage increase is nice. The magazine plus 14 is actually really fun too because you have like just a lot of bullets. Let's see. I'm just trying to see. You go to where's the magazine size? It should be like around 6. So it should be around 20 if you ignore the other magazine perk I chose. But anyways, there's that. So then we go to Evolution 3. There's a couple options here. Now, if you're running Deadhead, you don't need the minus 50 recoil. It does help in the alt fire mode, but I went for the magazine capacity because this only affects the normal Vasto, not the incarnon Vasto like magazine. And just going from 6 to 12, basically doubling your capacity, is just a nice usability thing. It doesn't have the worst reload in the world, but just again, just having to reload less often is nice. On 20% magazine reload when holstered could kind of work if you want to pair this with the death tap trigger, I guess. But again, this only affects the normal Vasto, not the incarnon version, the incarnon mode. Last one, you got a couple options. You could go for the 10% in each. I went with the 18% crit chance because I just want to get like prettier orange and red crits. Again, Reaper's plenty. If you don't even want to touch the incarnon form, you could just go with this and just have infinite ammo and headshots. Although ammo really isn't an issue, especially with the Vasto. Pretty ammo efficient. But yeah, it's up to you for this one. I just went with Commodore's Fortune because the extra status chance isn't the end of the world, especially when using galvanized mods and you have all that multi-shot in the fanfire mode. You'll proc what you need. But that's why I chose that. Anyways, we're gonna go over some weird builds here. And yeah, actually, I'll do the acolyte thing on Sedna first. I'm still. Oh hey, it's a man on the wall. Oh hey, how you doing? Anyways, yeah, we're still using the basic build. Hopefully, this was the basic build. Okay, perfect. I didn't actually use the other build, so yeah. So let me go over this. But as you can tell, it has really high slash weighting, and with this, kind of procking, yeah, like I can pretty much proc slash and viral at the same rate. Heat's a little bit less. So in the build like this, I want to proc more. Well, actually, that's a different build. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going all over the place. Sorry, I'm just flustered. Let's just go to do the Sedna thing. God, that void cascade, jeez. What a wild ride.
Your weapons make music, and the enemy calls for a
Yeah, I still don't know why there's like that invisible buff timer next to my Vazrin revives, like that empty block. I don't know if that's just a, I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's a visual bug.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Honestly, I probably should have brought Lone Gun if I'm just going to show off the Vasta. But we can show off Death Tap Trigger, because that's the one I'm mostly going to use anyways. When I'm actually running this weapon. Again, if you're running the circuit, you can't actually, like, not equip a weapon. You have to have 3 weapons, so Lone Gun really wouldn't work in the circuit unless you manage to figure out a way to lose a gun or not equip a gun, which I don't think is possible. So there's that. Definitely happy with the Vasto and Incarnon. Again, you can just do like this. You can do this quick swapping thing. You just go like that. We'll just do this. Why not? Yeah, I don't really have anything else to really say of substance. I guess, oh yeah, the Bronco incarnon, I was working on it, but I just didn't have like a... Leveling up a weapon out and affinity booster is kind of slow, unless you're doing certain methods, which I'm kind of tired of just stealth farming with a Vara or whatever. That one's actually pretty good too. It makes it like a ricochet shotgun thing. It's pretty good. I think Incarnons did what Ribbons couldn't, because with the Incarnon, like again, I just want to praise DE on the Incarnon things. I know apparently the Soma one's super bugged right now, which kind of sucks. But just in general, the idea is that Incarnons are what Ribbons should have been, where they basically make underused weapons usable and actually in some cases meta, like super endgame, like oh you actually want to use this all the time, like Latron or Burstin, or the Torah too. That's just a lot of them. So yeah, I'm glad they did Incarnons. Now, am I expecting every weapon in the game to get an Incarnon? No, there's like over fucking 500 of them. But I definitely like to see, you know, weapons like the Quanta or something, or you know, weapons that people really don't use get an Incarnon mode. But again, as I said in every video, that does bring up the question: is it like the Fireman's Hatchet, or is it really the weapon that became better, or is it just the Incarnon? And I mean, thinking about it, I guess it really doesn't matter, because at least in the case of the Vasto, if you like, for instance, me, I'm not really a fan of the Fanfire, I guess. Not because I think it's bad, it's like I don't like the weird cadence, like the delay in it, and I can't ADS. But because Incarnon perks boost the default like base stats, I can just use this thing as a normal revolver. Same with the burst on. Like I do like the Incarnon on the burst on, but I can just use it normally too, you know. So that's pretty cool. We'll use it normally for a bit. Another thing too about Incarnon is that they're all pretty ammo efficient, because again the Incarnon doesn't waste any ammo.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Yeah, if you proc death tap trigger, it's a lot better. And it's not really that annoying too, because the holster changes a while back, and just double tap your swap key. I guess it's F on keyboard. I don't know. Use controller. Although this does kind of bring into question like the AC Vasto and the AC Lex, because you know they don't have Incarnon versions, so I don't know. Still though, it's already been 3 minutes. Wow, time sure goes by fast. I'm gonna go pick up some life support.
Life support has been replenished.
I guess I can talk about just stuff on the channel. I'm not really a Warframe YouTuber. I happen to play a lot of games. I'm just posting about the Incarnon adapters because I think they're neat. So if you're expecting like, hey, I'm gonna do all these Warframe builds and stuff, maybe. I pretty much just post stuff that I want to post. I don't really have obviously you can tell I play a lot of Destiny, but I just kind of post whatever I think I find interesting. So yeah, if you technically I guess I'm a Warframe YouTuber, but not really. Yeah, so just for anyone expecting to see like any other Warframe stuff in the future, like once the Incarnon stuff runs out, I'm probably not going to post much unless I want to show off a weird build. Anyways, finally, Torment, cool. I think this is one of the tidal wave bullshit. Okay. God damn it, I missed all my shots. Hold on. And my Scarab armor's off too. Hold up. Wait, why is she taking a whatever?
30-second warning.
Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, that's a couple of shots.
The operative has
He's gonna burn out.
their first discovery.
Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. Anyways, I'm gonna show off some builds now, and then we will do the thing.
You are running out of
I'm actually curious if you use the what's this? What is this thing called? The synthesis scanner. If you could actually scan the acolytes enough and just get them to spawn in the simulacrum, that'd be kind of nice. It'd be nice to be able to like just scan bosses and spawn them in as a that testing thing. Not all bosses, obviously. Like the Robololas is too big for the simulacrum or something, but you know. Anyways.
They fought well. Good deaths all.
Anyways, we'll go to the simulacrum, I guess, to show off some of the other build. There's only like 2 of them. But I'll show you a build that I would probably run with in general, and then I'll show off like the other like funny swap build or something. I will say I'm definitely like modding for secondaries more because just the Cascadia. There's a lot more options with secondaries because they're arcanes. Like there's some interesting ones for primaries, like primary plated round on the Trumna is something. But oh, I meant to go to the simulacrum. Whoops. But yeah, that's why I always like seeing secondary weapons. You know, in terms of modding, it's a lot more interesting in my opinion. The downside to secondary weapons though is that there's technically no hunter's munitions for secondaries. There's hemorrhage, which is like technically it procs off of impact procs and a certain fire rate. It doesn't proc off of crits, which in this case the Vasto doesn't proc impact enough to really take advantage. And plus, it's already slash weighted so much that you don't even need it. But in other cases like the Lex, you know, there's no 100 munitions for secondaries, which kind of sucks for that gun. But anyways, so the build that I would use, like big boy build time, I don't have a ribbon for it either. Deadhead, because again, minus recoil. I have galvanized crosshairs. Probably shouldn't use this because this is like a slash viral heat build. This is probably not the play to go. If you are using galvanized crosshairs, I probably should just go pure corrosive here, just for the raw damage, and actually we will do that. But if you're wondering why I'm running these unranked dual stats and then this ranked scorch, is to weight the elementals in a way that I proc heat more and slash more, and then viral like hopefully third. As you can tell, viral's kind of low, heat's pretty high, slash is pretty high, so I'm mostly gonna proc heat and slash, and then with some viral here. So we'll show this one off, and then I'll show you raw corrosive. Again, Deadhead doesn't proc off a slash headshot kills. You actually, the bullet has to get the final blow as a headshot to proc Deadhead. So that's the downside of using a build like this, but not the end of the world. We'll just do this. Again, I'm using these Eximus units because I don't have Gogstrack officers, but I think they're good enough. Like, I think they're close enough to base Steel Path enemies here. It would be nice to have a Steel Path mode in the Simulacrum, but these guys are good enough. As you can tell, not bad, right, in the normal version. Get no buffs, no pre-stacking viral, no primers, nothing. Pretty good. We're going to pop into this real quick and kind of just delete. Like, he might just bleed out. Okay, he won't, but whatever. But as you can tell, I'm getting a pretty good mix of viral slash and heat. Again, the trick too is if you want to actually proc galvanized crosshairs, just jump up. I'm gonna do that again and actually use Death Tap trigger here because I actually wasn't using it. I keep forgetting that I have it. So yeah. Yeah, as you can tell, Death Tap trigger, it's pretty good. All you have to do is just swap over, and yeah, definitely more noticeable now. Alright, we're gonna proc this. Evaporated. Yeah, that just bleed out. Again, I'm going for body shots here. I could try to go for headshots if like that, but I kind of missed my burst. And again, we'll show it off with the ADS thing, but pretty cool. We're gonna go for the pure corrosive build, and then yeah, actually, I don't even think we need to do another test. Maybe we'll do one more. Go for corrosive here. Now, if I had Forma, like, well, I have Forma, but if I Forma this more, I'd definitely put on Prime Heated Charges for raw damage here. For the other build I'm going to show off, but we'll just do like this. And then, do I have like a level 7 something? We'll just throw this on. This is pure corrosive. Even though this is pure corrosive, the Vasto Prime still slashes a lot, so I might actually not get certain, like, you might get slash kills instead of headshot kills, but still. I could go for Galvanized Shot too. I completely forgot about that mod. I don't know why I didn't use it, but it's whatever. You can see even without viral here. Like again, if I'm running a Panzer, I would definitely just go for corrosive here and just have viral taken over by my Panzer. But as you can tell, the pure corrosive build pretty strong. Go for headshots here. Yep, because Deadhead does buff headshot damage, and this thing can headshot. So, go for a body shot here. Again, I'm not even using death tap trigger at this point. I'm just using, yeah, I can just do that and do that. So pretty good. You got a couple ways you can build that. Honestly, I don't think there's probably a better way, but for what I do, this is good enough. Anyways, so this build is the one I was talking about, where I would go pure elementals here just for raw damage, and then I'd have Cascadia Flare. Now, Cascadia Flare gives you a pretty big damage bonus. This is like a base damage bonus, like Serration, Hornet Strike, and this is on heat status effect. So I don't have to actually have heat modded on here or proc heat from the gun itself. I can use the burst on. I can use Firewalker on my Subsume, as I'll show. As long as I'm proccing heat on something, Cascadia Flare will pop up. The only bad thing about Cascadia Flare is that it doesn't all the stacks drop off at once. It's not like Deadhead or Dexterity or Merciless. They all drop off at once. But anyways, if I proc heat here, let me just make sure I got all the heat procs here. Yeah, proc heat here. Let me get my, because this is the setup. So you build this up, have this, build up some Cascadia Flare, then swap, and then delete. I missed some shots in there, but okay, let me see. Let me get this on the fresh target, as I shoot a already damaged dude. Hold on. Yeah, that's the idea behind this build, is that this is like this swap build where, you know, you're using your primary, and then when you see something you don't like, you know, proc up some Cascadia Flare, and then delete. That's the idea behind this build, and actually I will use that. We'll use this one. But again, you can probably add Galvanized Shot. Now, I've heard that Galvanized Shot doesn't like factor in the base damage increases from the Incarnon perks because it's bugged or something. But for this, we'll use this build. This is the swap build. Probably should use Zephyr 2 for fun, but yeah, we'll do this build, and that's pretty much the video. And yeah, so far, all the Incarnons I've chosen have been pretty good. Again, I've heard that the Soma one's super bugged right now, so it's not really good. But hopefully DE fixes it. I think they said they're going to put hotfixes on a hold because they're trying to fix the console version of the game or something. Because they wanted both the games to have the same version, console and PC. So I'm playing on PC, but you know, it is what it is. Anyways, yeah, I got nothing really else to say. I already said, you know, next week. Looking forward to that. I am gonna have to actually grab a Lado and a Lado Vandal at some point, because again, if you don't know, Incarnon adapters that you unlock, you only get the one. So if I put it on like a normal Lado, I can't just, when I get a Lado Vandal later, I can't just take it off and put it on that one. But the good news is you can at least just earn the Incarnon adapters and hold on to them until you get the weapons you want. Like I still need to get a Boltor Prime or Telos Boltor or whatever the fuck. Anyways, so yeah, we're actually gonna just not even use the gun here. We're just gonna keep this. Actually, does this have galvanized diffusion on it? It doesn't. Okay, so this one, yeah. So the idea behind this one is that there's no build up here. Like, probably it would be stronger, obviously, if you use galvanized mods. But this is like, but at some point you'd have to have some upkeep on the galvanized mods by getting killed with the Vasto, which isn't the hardest thing to do, obviously. But in my mind, I just want to build, or the idea of this build is that, okay, you know, I see something I don't like, delete, you know, like just swap on, swap back off. That's the idea, anyways. Now, so I guess we'll just be using the Burstin. I think this is the build I have with my Rivet on it. It has like critical chance, damage, and then reload speed. So, there. But yeah, we'll be using the Burstin here. Also, I think I have galvanized scope on here for some reason. I just like red numbers, okay? We're just waiting for the Acolyte to show up, honestly, at this point. Hopefully it's violent, so, you know, there's no Zephyr shenanigans or something. And again, I want to reiterate, I'm not using any damage buffs. If you had, like, a Trinity with Champion's Blessing and Abating Link and whatever, and Roar and all that crap, like, yeah, this thing will do even more damage. Or if you're just, you know, using Wisp or something, I guess Wisp just gives you fire rate, but you get the point. This can be way stronger. I don't know how good against Archons this will be, because I think Archons have that damage attenuation, so you want to get things that do like burst, like a single shot burst, instead of like an actual like burst of multiple bullets. Yes, from what I've heard so far, none of the Incarnons have dethroned like the Furlax or the Kuva Heck from being like the one-shot kings of Archons. So Who knows? Also, I've forgot to mention this in my burst on video, but for some reason you'll just hit things in the other room. For some reason, like it'll just ricochet into the other room. I'm pretty sure that's a bug. That I don't know how I'm hitting that guy. Oh, I guess today's episode's featuring the Shadow Stalker. Okay, sure, whatever. I was farming Kill the Thame so I could get Chroma so I could subsume on Elemental Ward on my Naros because I want to have more health because of memes. Or armor, I guess. I'd probably go with Cold, I guess, for more armor, but who cares? Alright, we're gonna wait for Stalker to do his stupid sentient thingy thing, and then we'll proc some Cascadia Flare, and then we'll nuke him. Alright, you done? I think I have enough Cascadia Flare. Where are you at? No, let me... Did I not hit him? Sometimes it's hard to see things through all the minutia. If I just actually hit my shots here. There we go. I did miss a lot of those bursts, but as you can tell, if I could actually aim, that could have probably one bursted him. Now, obviously, Shadow Stalker isn't a test subject for today. Trying to go for an Acolyte here. Yeah. The one good and bad thing about Steel Path is just the amount of enemies. You just couldn't weed them out. And just do that. Oh, speaking of which, the reason I like the Vasto is I used to use it on my Banshee a long time ago. And Banshee's an interesting story where she has the high, like the strongest damage buff in the game, but DE is actually someone at DE is still keeping track of her because like for any boss that actually matters in terms of like farming for good stuff, Sonar doesn't affect them. Like they know people at DE. There's at least one person that knows like, hey guys, I know no one uses Banshee, but we cannot allow Sonar to be applicable to any of our fucking bosses that matter. Because even with like overextended, that's like a 3 times damage multiplier. It's stupid crazy. Banshee really is a glass cannon. That's why I like her a lot. I haven't used her in a bit, but you know, Helminth and all that crap, you can just put on Pillage and crap. I guess we can kill time talking about the Helminth system. I like and hate it. I like it because, again, Warframes that DE doesn't, like, give love or whatever. You can kind of just fix them yourself, like Geyer. Her main issue is that she doesn't have any survivability tools, so just put on Pillage and you're golden. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I don't want to have to remove I want to use the entire Warframes kit and not have to remove stuff and add stuff on there to make it actually feel good. So, yeah. And it does suck, too, because DE seems to only, like, take a pass at a Warframe twice when they gets released, and then one more time to get a Prime, and then that's it. Like, I know I like Varuna a lot, but one of her main issues, like a simple fix, is allow her her 4th ability to count as a melee, so that you can proc the her 3, because her 3 doesn't proc if you get kills with her 4, and it's really bizarre. But yeah, like stuff like that. Steinax, please D, just revert all the fixes. Let him cast his abilities in the air, and let us cancel. I forgot the name of his 4. It's not Theros Strike, but you know it's 4. Not Rally Point. I keep forgetting. Something Storm? I don't remember. But yeah, there's a lot of Warframes that I really would like simple fixes or touch-ups. Like Mag has one where if you use Pull, you can't immediately magnetize them. Like you'll do the animation, but the bubble won't pop up to the cast magnetized twice. You know, little stuff like that. Probably should start posting those in the bug fix, but you know, or bug report forum or whatever. But I don't know. Oh, here we go. Whoops. I know I don't need a full incarnon form, but why not? It's Misery. I think it's the Necros copy. This is good enough. Alright, hold on. I actually just use Firewalker and build up Cascadia Flare this entire time. I just thought about that. I think I'm at stacks here. Where are you at? Yeah, that was almost one burst and I missed a couple shots. Like, yeah. That's the deleter. And again, I'm not using viral at all. I'm just using raw corrosive. I think acolytes are weak to corrosive, but yeah, pretty good. We're gonna get out of here now. That's pretty much the video. Again, thanks for watching. I will at some point do the Bronco video. I'm trying to think what's holding. I think I just need to put more form on it, and I do have an affinity booster, but I don't think it's gonna last for long. I got 8 hours. I got 8 hours to fucking throw former on that thing. We will see. We will see if I care enough to do it. But it's good. Like I said,
Life support levels.
it's fine.
Extraction is your best option.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for listening to me ramble for like 30 plus minutes. And yeah, I know it's Thursday or Wednesday or whatever. Yeah, it's Thursday. So probably should release this earlier. But if you haven't, I definitely say pick up the Bursted and the Vasto one. I think they're pretty good. Again, someone's bugged. I forgot the other options, I'll be honest. I just remember I just wanted the Burst and the Vasto one, so that's the only one I remember. Again, thanks for watching.